Howdy folks, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Stellaris, which we're currently playing as our new humanoid species, which is the Psychic Foundation, or rather, the human empire of Psionics. Anyways, my name is Sonelias. And let's hopefully you actually get to enjoy today's game. So we got some debris that we analyzed here, leads us to some extra points, which is good. We were in the midst of actually working up a new colony here. It's almost complete, but it actually does expand our borders quite nicely. So we do have a construction vessel here. And as you can see, I've already instructed it to travel out here. So we're actually going to basically do something with that star over there. Let's have a brief look at our individual planets on the surfaces. So we're doing quite nicely over here, I would say. At some point we need to be able to clear that kelp, because otherwise we're not going to get too far in here. This location will benefit, of course, from a lab. We just don't have enough resources for that at the moment. Same would go with this location here. Again, we will benefit from a lab. Let's get the clock running. Our main strike fleet here is in orbit of Earth. There you go, Earth, and of course the strike fleet is in orbit. That wasn't this one, it was this one here, where I wanted to basically build that science station, science lab. It takes about 200 days to build, as you can see.
Colony established.
A new faction has recently gained traction in the internal political landscape of the Psionic Foundation. Led by Admiral Gormodo, they call themselves the United Economist Group. They're a member lobby for a national focus on finance and growth and stability. Okay, so let's have a look at the different factions we have at the moment. So keep the peace is one of their objectives. Traditional prosperity. Okay. Adopt any traditional emphasis. Prosperity will please the United Economist Group. Strategic resource acquisition. Control at least one strategic resource will please the United Economist Group. And solid liquidity. Keep at least 3,000 stored at all times. Will please the United Economist Group. Okay, so that's got 5 members. The earlier one has got 7 members. Interesting. Actually, we can actually get effects from both, it looks like. So we're almost at the 3,000 mark anyway, so that's good. So this surface here, I would say we need to build ourselves, and I would say initially some farming would be helpful. So let's go for these blank ones and see if we can build a farm there. But as you can see, it's going to take a little while before we can do anything there. None of these are moving at the moment. Actually, this one looks like it's moving. Oh, it actually tells me I can upgrade. This one's moving here. It's migrating to Sirius Prime. Nothing from Alpha Centauri. Okay, let's kick up the game speed again. As you can see, this one's surveying. That one's surveying up north. This one, where's this one? It's down here, isn't it? Alright, so from there I can actually set further survey orders. I haven't actually gone down here yet, so that might be interesting to
Anomaly
have a look around. Okay. In terms of our agenda, let's have a brief look at our edicts and so forth. Encourage free thought is one of the options we can actually go for. Physics research grant. And actually specialize in a particular field. Okay, I'm quite happy with where I am at the moment in terms of all of these. So I'm actually going to leave it as it stands. Let's have a brief look at, of course, our traditions. Our next one is at 386. And at 386 we'll be able to then, of course, choose either a new diplomacy related one. I think this would be useful. Dynamic ecomorphism. Then again, actually, kinship might be good. Alright, let's have a look. Active scans of Helium number 5 have picked up what appears to be a large ship deep inside the atmosphere of the gas giant. Judging by the nearby debris, there have been several failed attempts to salvage the derelict in the past. Any ship strong enough to withstand such crushing gravity must be a magnificent prize, and Science Officer Lisbeth Schneider has proposed a salvage project of her own. Bring it up, whatever it is. Firstly, let's have a look at where that is.
Situation log updated.
So what's our current mission? So yeah, exploring lots of these systems here. Let's start by doing that research project first, followed up by the survey. Set all these orders again. And we can kick up the clock once again. Yeah, I think kinship would be interesting because, of course, that basically means that, yeah, Ceres, of course, itself will get more attention. Now that's 6 out of 30 at the moment. We haven't got such a big food surplus, so indeed an actual investment here in additional food production
System
would be
survey
beneficial.
complete.
Even on Earth we got various different fields, so we could potentially still invest in that study on some extra food production.
Construction complete.
Okay. Just a lab we just completed. This building requires population growth to function. Yep, that's fine. Ah, the Oscox are exploring our space here as well, which is perfectly fine. Now we still need a total of 1k in terms of fleet strength. Let's see where we stand in terms of research. Survey speed increase, biolab, and of course nano composite armor. So various different bits are in the works, just nothing has really happened yet. Let's have a brief look at where actually a construction vessel is at present. It's heading off to orbit around there. After that I should of course be able to, well, firstly of course get that energy
System
credit.
survey complete.
But I then also want to get that next one, which of
Construction
course
complete.
is the actual resources there, the minerals. We've detected the presence of an alien civilization on Jurg-Virat in the Azar system. There appears to be in the early space age, as evident by the many primitive satellites orbiting their homeworld. Their nation states are in the path towards joining together in a global government. It is likely only a matter of time before they venture beyond their world and join the galactic community. We should consider building an observation post above the world to study them more closely. Interesting. Yeah, that is indeed a thing we could work with. That is further to the south from where we are. Now, the question then is, if I basically build a observation post there, which actually would be beneficial, I think, because there's other resources in the area anyways. Leave that be for now, we'll come back there later. A bit more expertise there before we can actually go into that one. One primitive life form in this system. I like the fact that they now finally have got a little indicator there.
Special
The version I
project
used to play,
complete.
which was version 1.2 I believe, we didn't have that indicator. In a masterful display of engineering, the team under Science Officer Lisbeth Schneider managed to gently raise the derelict ship On Helm 5 to the gas giant's upper atmosphere. Despite its age, the ancient cruiser is in remarkable good condition and we have restored power to its systems. No trace of the original crew remains, but we brought over our own and commissioned the ship into our fleet. Excellent! And of course she gains 200 experience. Cool. It's the derelict class. Interesting wording they use for it. It's fine. It's got quite a bit of strength, as you can see. Just firepower alone is already a 111. So let's have a brief look, see if we can actually see anything about the design of that ship. Let's have a look at my ship designer here. It doesn't actually list the derelict class. So,
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Mining station to be built over there, which is good. And I'll build another one over here, so at least I can actually boost my mineral production, because at the moment it's relatively low. Now, of course, it is being decreased by the fact that we're having to use some of it for the purpose of consumption good. So, yeah. So even though our total production is higher than what we're actually getting, total production is 21. Almost half of that goes towards consumer goods.
Construction complete.
So the queue on Earth, of course, it has been lengthened here. And that particular person is about to leave, and he'll be 8 months remaining in the migration process, which is fine. This person here is member of the Alien 8 Alliance. Really? Alien 8 Alliance faction. Okay. Wasn't aware we had that faction, but okay. Investigate privateers. Right, in terms of the projects, everything seems to be okay.
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
Alright, Science Officer Elizabeth Schneider has leveled up and gained the trait Stubborn. That's unfortunate for her, really. Why is that a bad trait? Okay. Adaptable, stubborn, okay. I don't see why that's an issue, but okay. Let her research that particular item. Quite happy with that. We're entering orbit of that particular planet there as well. And we will of course be building a other item there. Now, if I look at my factions now, I should actually be able to see that down here as well. Alien 8 Alliance. That one's dropped. Indirect Xenology. Legislate a passive study stance on native... Okay, hold on. Legislate a passive study stance on native interference will please the Alien 8 Alliance. So if I go to my policies and edicts, in terms of study, good. So I've actually changed that now. And as you can, cool. You see that? Alien 8 Alliance has now become happy here. If we look at the other one, traditional prosperity. Adopt any traditional traditions emphasizing prosperity to please the United Economist Group. Okay. Well, let's build that mining station there.
System survey complete.
I've got another system here that I could colonize here. Now let's have a brief look. It's a size 10 world only, isn't it? So it's relatively small. But it's got a pet in there, doesn't it? Alien pets not collected. Okay. That's interesting. Now, of course, I do have interesting resources over here. Right, we have discovered an abandoned solar sail ship in orbit around Kosk number 2A. The sublight vessel was built by an unknown culture and appears to be several thousand years old. One of the massive sails has a large tear where some kind of object passed through, most likely a meteorite, which appears to have disabled the vessel. Although the technology of the vessel is severely outdated, it does possess some interesting engineering design choices. Of course, that gives us engineering research gains. So again, there's a plus on that one. Let's just have a look at the surface of our planets. Have we got any fields or blocks which could potentially benefit from being opened up? Now, of course, on Earth I can actually open up additional squares, which I'm going to leave for the moment being. Wow, okay, that upgrade requires quite a few bits. Can I do any upgrades on here? Potentially. Again, large amounts of investment required for that. So food production for this one. I still would love to be able to clear that kelp. Let's have a look at actually
System
the
survey complete.
research here. So in terms of research, we're not really that far off from the top one here, which of course is survey speed increase. There's an inactive building, of course, because that citizen has moved to this planet here. Alright, let's build over here another farm.
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
So Alien Aid Alliance was my original faction, and I entirely forgot about that. United Economists Group, which is fine, and this one is a member of nothing as of yet. Right, so we get that food boost already, which should, of course, help us in terms of population growth. And there are people from Earth planning on moving. It doesn't look like it. There is someone here from here moving though.
Research complete.
Interesting. So we finished the nano-composite armor. Ship path. Right, further advancement in the construction of large spaceports. Okay. I think that's a little bit advanced compared to where I am at the moment, so I'm actually going to go for the engineering facilities here. And let's actually have a look at the construction vessel here. So
Research
I've got
complete.
nothing I can do at the moment. An ancient Voltum observatory is found in the surface of Kosk number 4A. The Kosk system is fairly distant from the region of space where the Voltum originated, and this facility appears to have been primarily used for the observation of their own stars. We've gone over the observations surviving data, but there are no clues as to exactly what the Voltum were searching for in their observations.
Situation log
Interesting.
updated.
Other one, actually just be finished. Let's have a look. Power. Fusion reactor, that would be an interesting one, I think. Let's go for that one. Right, let's see what else we've got on our plate that we could deal with. Now, that construction vessel here has got nothing to do at the moment, it looks like. There are some interesting systems down here as well. Looking at this one here, for example. It would be great if we could maybe build an outpost around here. Or even over here. We'd benefit quite nicely from an outpost over here, wouldn't we? Let's see what we can do about that. Ah, okay. So I was thinking of going for the kinship. The negative impact of governing ethics attraction caused by distance from capital is reduced by 50%. Yep, so let's go for that one. It should of course hopefully increase the popularity of the Alien 8 alliance here. No purge policy. Purge being considered lawful will displease the Alien 8. Okay. Enclave externally. Keep any enclave station within our borders facility cultivate exchange, which will please the Alien 8 alliance. I actually believe there was one over there, wasn't there? So could I move into there? I could potentially do that. Let's just have a look at what we can actually find within there. Alright, it's not within our borders, but this of course, expansion influence cost base plus distance, okay. Now let's not go for that. I would consider some other options, I think.
System survey complete.
This one seems to be quite interesting here in itself as well. Quite a few resource ones here. Alright, let's go for this one maybe here. Or should I maybe still go for the one to the south? If I actually do this one here, I'll get myself a frontier outpost down here, which at the same time should also give me access to that world over there. Question, how big is that sphere that will generate? Otherwise I might actually do it in this system here. That might actually be beneficial for us. Let's maybe just keep on moving it towards this one here. Anyways, our military forces are on the move. Just want to see if we indeed had within the system here what I think we have in there.
System survey complete.
Alright, track on map. Hold on. Lisbeth. Where's Lisbeth? So she's going to survey that system. She's then going to do that research project here, followed by further surveys. Alright, let's do it like that. That'll be beneficial for everyone. I think at this point we can actually say we're going to call it a day. So thanks again for joining me. Hopefully you did enjoy it, and I do indeed look forward to seeing you on the next episode. In the meantime, have a good day. Bye bye.